Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. I had started a video and then I had realized that I didn't do what. So I had to go back start this video over again. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you and you and you and you. How you guys doing this fine, beautiful, lovely Wednesday morning? It is May 28th, 2025 on a Wednesday, hump day. Put the hump in your back. Let's get it on so we can get this week over with. Woo. Anywho, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, the forecast for today, kids, is 61 degrees here in the Chi with a little rain, a little drizzle, a little fizzle. Yeah, we got some rain coming in. They say we need the rain. So it's supposed to rain all day, on and off, and part of tomorrow. And then Friday and into next week, we're going to be in the 90s. Baby, I'm ready. It don't have to be 90, but it would be nice if we could get into the 80s at least. I want to put on a sundress, with some straps with my back out. Yeah, girl, I am ready for that. So that's what we doing that's what's happening in the shop. That's the upcoming weather for us. What about you? So yes, today is Wednesday. We made it through another day yesterday and the day before and the day before. And giving God all honor, glory, and praise for it. Amen, somebody. I hope you all had a great day on yesterday. I hope that you did something good, exciting. I hope, life was good for you and good to you. The car has been acting good. Knock on wood, as they say. I've been praying, I've been praying, I've been praying, I've been praying. So today, I go to see a new podiatrist. I go see a new podiatrist about my foot. And I am hoping and praying, and I want you all to pray with me and for me, that he can come up with some type of solution in regards to my foot. I know he's going to say don't wear those boots, but I have to wear the boots to work. I do take them off after having them on after a certain amount of time. So I do that, but I have to come in the building with them on. So with that being said, I think I messed my foot up when I know I look strange because I don't have on no eyebrows. I bought a new eyebrow pencil yesterday, and I forgot to buy makeup from Ulta, my favorite store. I'm gonna draw these on. But I think I messed my foot up even more when I had to go dig them holes. Remember that? And I had to wear these boots, and I was pushing that dirt down or dirt in. I think I really messed myself up. And that's when my foot started back hurting. Because it was kind of okay. Like it's okay now. But I know this life finna change. It's okay right now because I haven't had the boot on, and I haven't been walking in those boots or doing anything in those boots. But if I were to keep those boots on, I know it's gonna hurt my foot. I even went and bought cushions, soles, those Dr. Scholl cushioners. It don't really help that much. So I'm gonna see what he can give me for this foot and what he says about my foot. So that's where I'm going today. And the good thing about it is the doctor's office is right up the street from my house. Like less than 10 minutes. I could be there probably from my house to the doctor's office. It's probably 3 minutes. And I was so glad my primary care physician recommended someone near my house. Now, here's the thing. Yesterday, I had to call because I had not received the referral. I don't know how many of you all have Blue Cross Blue Shield Advantage or HMO or whatever it is. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. I want a PPO so badly. But at the age that I am, I just don't know if getting a PPO, and if something happened, you got to pay 20%. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I can afford a PPO right now. It's not that I can't afford to pay the insurance, but I don't know if I can't afford to pay a PPO if something was to happen to Christopher or myself and I have to pay that 20%. I don't know. I don't know how that would work for me. See if I got time to draw this one on. Maybe. It gotta be that thick. I just want some eyebrows. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I want to change health insurances though, because with the PPO, the dental insurance is better than the HMO. And the dentist that I want to go back to, they don't take my insurance. And me and Chris both need to go to the dentist. And so I kind of drew these wrong. That's because I'm in the car. If I had not been in the car, I would have drew them more upward, like this one. I am still not an expert when it comes to drawing on eyebrows. And this one really went left. I might have to do this one over. See how it's going straight away? I wanted it to go around. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I should have just waited till I got to work. But Christopher and I both need to go to the dentist. And, you know, right now, I just can't afford to pay nothing out of pocket. And nothing expensive out of pocket. My dentist was like, you know, he told me that I need to come back. Because, you know, I do need some work done on my mouth. I do. And on the side, I got 2 side teeth missing where I never got the crown. So I just, like this one down at the bottom. When he pulled this one, it's just a gap. It's just a gap there. But the difference is it's down at the bottom. It's not on the side teeth. You know, and I really want to get those fixed. I really, really do. So I need to go back to the dentist. I need to go back. And, you know, I need to go back. So, and this insurance, just this HMO, Blue Cross Blue Shield, whatever the hell it is, it does not cover dental. I mean, I could probably find somebody in my network, but I don't want to drive to Timbuktu for a dentist. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to go to this dentist. Well, the guy who pulled my tooth, they were really good. They was really good. But there's a dentistry over West that be on the radio on Sunday on 106.3. And I like the way that they talk. And they seem like they really nice. It's black owned. And I want to go to them. But I don't think my insurance is not going to cover it. And it's so expensive. My sister, who was online on video the other day, she had told my mother about this toothpaste, and I want to get this toothpaste. This toothpaste costs $17, but it's supposed to be really good for your gums, for people who have problem with their gums, and people that have suffer from gingivitis. It's supposed to be good for that. It's supposed to be good for whitening your teeth. She swears by it. She says that, her gums were real sore and she just could not understand, what was going on. So she went online and she found this toothpaste, and the reviews, everybody gave it a 10. And she said she loved it. So she told my mother about it, and my mother ordered it, and my mother says the same thing. She swears by it. So I want to get this toothpaste for Christopher and I. It costs $17 for some toothpaste. But I'll spend that on something that's going to help me feel better or whatever. I don't care how much it costs, if it's going to help. But when my sister went to the dentist, she came to find out that her gums were infected. So he had to go and scrape or clean or something off of her gums, and she had gauze packed, and she said her mouth was bleeding like crazy. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. She was like, that's why my gums were sore, because it was infected. I was like, oh my God. So now she's got to have the bottom ones done. She said she had a headache, a real bad headache from all that drilling. She had a headache. And she said it was bad. So she said it took about 2 days or so for her mouth to feel like completely better. But she had her gums were infected. So she went back last week or 2 weeks ago. No, she went back last week. And he told her that it was healing fine. And then she needs to get the bottom ones done because the top ones were worse. And she said it was just so much blood. And then one of my best girlfriends, who I went to high school with, she had wrote on Facebook that she had to have a procedure done. And so everything that was going on with me and this car and all of this and all of that, I didn't have a chance to reach out to her to ask her, like, because we don't talk on the phone every day. We talk on Facebook, we talk through Messenger, we'll send each other funny little videos, or we'll video chat. She came to my housewarming party, gave me the best gift. She gave me some beautiful towels, thick towels. I gotta ask her, where do you get them towels from? But anyway, she gave me that, and she gave me a bag full of face towels, and she gave me a wind chime thing. She brought her husband. I love her husband. He's a sweet guy. But anyway, she had wrote on Facebook. Let me tell you how weird things be happening to your body. So she had wrote on Facebook that she was having this procedure, and she had asked everybody to send up a little prayer, this, that, and the other. So with everything that was going on with this car, I never reached out to her to ask her what was happening. So yesterday, before I went to work, I sent her a video of me telling her that I was thinking about her. I was praying for her. I said, I've been seeing it on Facebook that you said that, you had the procedure. The procedure went well. You was at home and you was recuperating, blah, 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 blah. So I'm just thinking, she was gonna have a colonoscopy, or maybe she was having a cyst removed, or some girly thing, right? So I sent her this message, and so she sends me a message back saying, "Hey babe, I'm better. I'm a little better." I could tell by the way she was talking that I was like, she don't sound like herself. She was like, "I'm better. Today's my first full day back to work after being out for about 3 weeks, and I'm doing better." She said, "When I get home, I'm going to video chat you and tell you, I'm going to send you a video letting you know what happened with me." Now, this is the weirdest, freakiest thing that happened to her. So last summer, she bit her tongue. And she bit it pretty hard. And her tongue bled. And in the process of her biting her tongue and her tongue bleeding, when her tongue was healing from her biting, we all, bite our tongues, right? Chewing gum. Sometimes you might bite your lip, and that's because as you get older, your teeth is shifting in your mouth. So you're more acceptable to biting your tongue, your lip, the inside of your jaw, all of that. My nephew used to do that all the time, bite the inside of his jaw, and my sister used to have to take him to the ER. But anywho, so when her tongue started to heal, she ended up getting a bump, a growth on the tongue. So she went to the doctor and she told the doctor what happened, and she said, "Now I got this growth on my tongue." And she said, "I don't know what this is." And so the doctor said, "Well, are you in any pain?" She said, "No." The doctor said, "We can remove it. Do you want to, if it's not bothering you, don't bother it." Said it's probably nothing. It's probably just skin growing back or closing up or whatever, from you, from you biting your tongue. She said, "Well, yeah, I get that." She said, "But, it looked like it's a little growth." And he said, "Nah, I don't think it's that serious. But if it starts to become bothersome, let me know and we will, proceed." Well, in the process of that, the thing kept growing and growing and growing. And so now it's painful. It's on her tongue. It's getting bigger. She said her face was starting to swell from it because it was growing. So she said that her husband was like, and she said, it was just a little growth there, but she said it was nothing that was concerning. And she said then one day, she said, "I don't know if I ate something that triggered it or what." She said, "Girl, she said it was just getting bigger." She said, "I could feel it, and so it was making her jaw expand." So her husband said, "I'm gonna take you, let's go to urgent care." And so she said, "No, I'm gonna go see my doctor." So she did go see her doctor, and her doctor said that it was a growth. And he was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Because you was just here and it wasn't like that. What made it?" She said, "I don't know." She said, "I don't know." She said, "But so it became increasingly bothersome and painful." So she got to the point where she couldn't even eat anymore or talk. So she had to write everything down. She had to text things. And so he told her, we need to remove this immediately. So they removed it immediately. And for those 2 weeks, she had stopped talking already. And then she had the procedure done. They took off that growth that was growing on her tongue. And of course, they tested it for cancer. because that's what was concerning to them, that it was some kind of tongue cancer. Well, they did the they did the testing, and they told her that it was benign. Praise God that it was benign. And they were just thankful that it wasn't anything serious or anything life threatening. So she was really she was just really nervous and scared. She said, I've lost 15 pounds. She said, because I haven't been able to eat nothing because I had stitches. I had 10 stitches on the tongue, so I couldn't eat anything. And she said, girl, it's just been painful. She said to the point where it just started to make one side of her face just, her eye was starting to water, And she said, oh, my husband was she said he was just great, he just really took care of me, And she said, I don't know what I would have did without him, And they really have a great relationship. They're in love, and they just have a great relationship. One that a lot of us women wish we had. He's really a good guy. And I was like, girl, that is scary to me. That's scary. That's scary. So, So anyway, like I said, she had that growth, and she did get it removed. And she was just talking about, we were just talking about how things happen, like you'll never know what's gonna happen with you. You fine, and then bam, here comes something. I'm not gonna redraw this. It's gonna be what it is. But I meant to draw it up. I hope it don't look too bad. If it do, oh well. So, I had said all that to say, and we were just talking about how life is short and how so many of our classmates, is dealing with something, sick with something, just something. And I was telling her about our other two classmates. I don't know if she remembered them because it was so many of us that graduated. But I was telling her about the two young ladies that have cancer. And she was like, oh my goodness. So we were talking about that. So we trying to get together because we haven't seen each other since the housewarming party. And we had said we were going to get together, start getting together more. Because, again, life is short. And we always think we got so much time. Oh, girl, yeah, we'll get together. And you don't. And then something happened like this, And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to go see none of my friends when they sick, when they hooked up, or when they already passed, And this year has just been a humdinger. So, we're supposed to be getting together soon. So, I'm looking forward to that. So, she's okay. So, she was just saying, it was just a freak thing. And she said when it just started growing, she was like, what is this? And I'm going to tell you, to have something in your mouth. Mm-mm. So she's able to eat now. No, it's running these allergies. She's able to eat something solid, because she was on just liquids. And she had to sip everything, she said. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, I just been in so much pain. I don't like that sound, painful. She doesn't really come to the CVS picnics and stuff like that. She don't do all that I do with the class. We were very good friends in high school. And so many of my high school classmates that I'm still really good friends with. Like the ex. Well, we were friends in high school, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, I try not to talk about him. I be trying really hard not to talk about him. Y'all know I ain't over it, right? But I be trying not to talk about him. I really do. I had to really get myself out of that funk on Monday because it was his birthday. But anywho, so she's doing better. So I told her, well, I'm glad to know that you doing better, you feeling better. You know, all of that. She was like, girl, me too. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, that's a lot. Girl, you don't want to be sick like that. She's like, I lost 15 pounds. She said, I had no intentions of losing it that way. I said, I bet you didn't. Oh, you got my powder. I said, I bet you didn't. But you know, that's how life is. You know, from one minute to the next, you just never know what's gonna happen. It's just so unpredictable. So unpredictable. You just don't know. So I said all that to say, was talking about my foot. You know, my foot has just been giving me the blues lately. And I'm just hoping and praying that what, you know, this pain in my foot, sometimes it's unbearable. So I'm just hoping that he can give me something. I don't know. Something. I got on some Skechers now, but when I tell you my foot hurts every day my foot hurts. I should have put on the purple. Because I'm going to wear purple lipstick today. Let me see if I can find my purple blush. Where is it? I think this is it. Oh. Yeah, go to purple. got something here. Yep, I do. This is Juvia's Place. In Juvia's Place, all you need is a little dab, girl. So you see how they go on? It's so pigmented. And this burning sensation in my foot, it's right along the pinky. You know where your pinky toe is? It's right along that area. And so you know this is a $35 visit. I'm like, what the hell? That's what I'm saying. This is what I was saying to you all a while ago. You know, you have health insurance and you still got to pay a stupid ass copay. Just makes no sense at all. $35. You see a specialist. I'm like, what the hell? And because I'm a new patient, she's like, you need to arrive 30 minutes before your appointment. Yeah, okay. Powder over it, so. I tell you, it's like you have insurance, but it's like you don't have insurance. And I refuse to talk to y'all about the orange man. I refuse. Because I know y'all done heard what the latest about him. Whew, I can't stand that man. Lord Jesus, help me. Somebody said on one of my videos, you never know who watching, don't be vindictive. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who watches when I talk about Trump, okay? I don't care. I said what I said. I hope he drowned, okay? Now, that's how I feel. And when you can't tell me what to say about him when he spews and he does the shit that he does. You know he really talking about Biden. And that's what I'm talking about. So don't tell me nothing about what I say until you talk about what he say. With this man being in office and him doing what he do, you can't tell me nothing about what another politician do, what another politician say. I don't care. If you all don't make him be responsible for what he say and for what he do and for how he treat people, don't tell me shit about what I say. And I mean that. I don't care who you are. And I know you didn't mean no harm. Ooh, I know you didn't mean no harm. And I mean none towards you. But when it comes to him, I could care less than 2 cents what happened with this man. And I mean that. Okay? So y'all don't have to get on here and say, you know, oh, join these groups and get together. I don't need to join nothing. I don't need to join nothing. I hope he die. Now, you can say that's mean. You can say that's cruel. You can say, Sherelle, that's not Cece, that's not Christian-like. Don't wish death on nobody. Well, I do. Now, I'm not wishing death on him that I would do anything to him. I'm not going to do anything to him. I would never do anything to anybody. As much as I can't stand him, I would never do anything to him. Okay? But if perchance a boulder rolled down a hill and hit him in his motherfucking head and took him out, I'm going to have a party. I'm just saying. I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna have a party, and you're all invited. I would never put my hands on them. I would never put my hands on them. I would never do nothing to them. But for whatever some ungodly reason, something was to happen to him. You know, like if a truck came down the street and he just happened to be standing there and he got hit, I'm not finna go and say, oh, my heart is heavy because something happened to him. I'm gonna have to let Jesus deal with me. Okay, y'all let Jesus deal with me, okay, about him. Seriously. Anyway, this lipstick that I just put on, this is by MAC. It's a MAC lipstick. Very, very pretty lipstick. And this lipstick is called Autonomize. The number is 130, and it's Autonomize. ATOMIZED. See that? It's a purple. Very, very pretty purple color. It's a matte lipstick. So when you put it on, it's wet. It's wet, but it will dry down and then the color will come through. I also picked up this one. This is the one I wear a lot. This one is Feel So Grand. And there's another one called Come Dance With Me. They didn't have that one. But this one is called Feel So Grand. And it's a ruby woo, like a really cherry red. This is the one I wear all the time. Excuse me. See that? Real pretty color. If you like red lipsticks, get either this one, Feel So Grand, or Come Dance With Me. Either one. Either one. Oh, he getting dropped off today. And it's like, this is the Come Dance With Me and Feel So Grand are the ruby, like they're all in the same family of the ruby woo, the ruby woos of MAC. Okay, and you have a ruby woo in that's dry, a dry red lip. And then you have Feel So Grand and Come Dance With Me in a liquid. Let me tell you how much this was. Whew. It don't make no sense. This lipstick was $24.41. Yes, I know. They didn't used to be this much, but that's how much they cost. The pencil was, well, Feel So Grand actually was $26. I got, my points redemption was $1.59, so it came to $24.41. The eyebrow pencil that I wear, that's from Benefit, is 4.5. The dark brown from Benefit, it originally is $27. I got it on sale for $25.35. I got another black. See, I don't like to run out of makeup, so when I have the money, I just go on and buy my makeup so my makeup will last. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be putting on my, like I ran out of that eyebrow pencil, so I bought two, because I don't like to run out of my stuff. When I get ready to put my makeup on and I don't have no more of it, I hate that. So the Benefit pencil is 4.5 neutral deep brown, was $25.35. The pencil, I use this pencil by MAC. This is a MAC pencil. And this one is Glide something, but anyway, it's black. See that? So I use this on the top lid. You can use it on the bottom lid as well, okay? You can use it on the top or the bottom. And that's what little box it comes in. This pencil was $25, but I got it on sale for $23.47. Then, like I said, I bought another eyebrow pencil. I bought two because they don't always last. And that's this pencil. This is the eyebrow pencil from Benefit. Now, the difference with the Benefit pencil and the MAC eyebrow pencil, MAC has changed their product. That eyebrow pencil is so thin and it's expensive, and you only have it a hot second. This pencil does last a good little while. That's in the neutral deep brown. That's what I just put on my eyebrows. You wondering? And that's how that look. And it's 4.5. Then I picked up this lipstick, the one that I just put on my lips. This is Autonomized by MAC. I love MAC lipsticks. I absolutely love them. And that's what it looks like. And this is what it looked like on my lips. The blush that I just put on is from Juvia's Place. And the foundation that I just put on that I put up under my eyes, that is a foundation from, that's a concealer from MAC, okay? So my total yesterday was $136.54. Like, I had that kind of money, but I needed my makeup. And see, I got an extra, it's the eyebrow pencil in here. Because when this run out, when this eyebrow pencil run out, like yesterday morning or Sunday morning when I got ready to use this, wasn't no more of this. But to me, as far as high as makeup is, makeup should last you a lot longer. And it does not always, it don't last like it used to. Like everything else. Everything else, they have made all these products, they have watered them down, they have made the eyebrow pencils thinner. Girl, it's just a bunch of bull crap. Bunch of bull crap. But anyway, that's what I just used. And then I keep saying I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial video, and I do plan to do that. I plan to do it. But I watch a lot of people put makeup on. That's how I've learned how to put makeup on a little bit better. I'm still not the greatest at doing my eyebrows. I haven't perfected that. I don't know if you can really perfect it, really perfect it. But the base makeup that I use is Fenty Beauty. And that's the base. And I use Fenty Beauty in the summertime because it's a liquid and it's thin. And when in the summertime, you know, just having on makeup, period, you know, you sweat or whatever, and I just like to have a thinner makeup on, and that's this. And I don't know what color this is in, but I can tell you the number is 425. So if you're the same complexion as me and you're looking for a good, you know, foundation, Fenty is good. The problem I don't like about Fenty is that Fenty is hard to match. It's a hard match. It's hard to match your skin tone up, especially if you are a brown skin girl, you know. So those are the products that I use. And like I said, I put the blush on, the liquid blush, and I just patted it down with some powder so that my face don't get all oily. And you know, whenever you putting on anything that's liquid, if it's not a matte foundation, just a basic not a liquid foundation, if it's not liquid makeup, if it's not liquid concealer, you can kind of get away with not baking it, you know, putting that powder on it, because it don't run. But when you have on liquid, it tends to liquefy. You know, it starts to, after a while, it starts to come up. And so you need something to keep it down so that you're just not so greasy by mid-afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, you all. That's all I got for today. I really didn't have a topic, but I guess my topic is listen to your body, take care of your body, don't ignore signs. Don't ignore things. Go get it checked out. As soon as you feel something, it may not be nothing, but go to the doctor, especially if you are 50 and over, because this is the time right now in our lives at 50, 51, 52, all of this, where shit is starting to go left and quickly. Okay, so take care of your body, listen to your body. You have health insurance or not, go to the doctor, because one little thing can turn out to be something big. Okay, all right. So you all, I'm gonna let you all go. I went over my time as I always do. You all have a good, blessed day, and you know where I'll see you in the next CC's Fashion is My Passion YouTube video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, because it helps me stay in the algorithm of YouTube, pushes my video out to the forefront, the homepage. And secondly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell somebody about CC's Fashion is My Passion if you think they would enjoy this type of content. Okay, have a blessed day. Toodles. Mwah.